Okay? Because I got a message, and ain't nothing stopping me from getting out my message, child. Okay? All right. Let's try this again. Oh, goodness gracious, child. Okay, perfect. All right, hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. 2 more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. 1 more time. Yes, it's Friday. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Hey, Bobby. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. Okay? So make sure that you're following me on all of my social media accounts. I am currently on YouTube, the AfroZen8888. I am on TikTok, the AfroZen. I am on Instagram, the AfroZen. I'm also on Facebook as the AfroZen or Adana. Okay? And then also X, Zen Afro. All right? Let's try this again. So the channel message here is they attacked you first. They attacked you because they thought you attacked them first. Okay? I took the liberty in looking up the etymology of the word insane. Okay? And the etymology of the word insane is mentally damaged, mad, insane, of unsound mind, outrageous, excessive, extravagant. So it could be a single person that's feeling this way or a group of people. I'm strongly feeling a group of people, okay? There are a group of people that attacked you because they thought that you attacked them first. This is all about dark versus light. They even think that you're summoning and working with low vibrational spirits, basically selling your soul. So let's explain what selling your soul is. Selling your soul is when someone is willing to cut corners in life to get to the top very quickly. A lot of people want a lot of things in life, but it depends on what route or what path you decide to take to ensure that you're able to be successful in the thing that you're wanting to manifest. And in this instance here, they are trying to cut corners to have the lavish lifestyle, to be on top, to look somewhat powerful, to feel like they're controlling. What? Okay, I don't know who you are. You're gonna get out of here, okay? Mods, make sure that you are taking care of the people in the comments and just block them, okay? Because it's just a lot of, you know, what do you call it? Just a lot of, okay? Thank you. Again, they attacked you because they thought you attacked them first. You never attacked this person. What they thought you attacked them with was your light. And the more that you shone, or the brighter that you shone, the more they felt very triggered by your light. So this is why they felt that you were working with a lower entity or lower energy of whatever spirit, and you were not. When you are connecting with a low vibrational energy or spirit, you need to know what you're doing, because those spirits are known as trickster spirits. And trickster spirits are just like a person who's in the dark. They don't want you to know what their true intentions are, but they're going to give you anything possible to ensure that you shake hands with that lower entity or that lower vibrational energy so they can get what it needs. And that's exactly what happened here. They decided to sell their soul because they wanted to cut corners, and they thought that's what you did. You can't cut corners when it comes to your spiritual path or the enlightenment of self, because if you do, you're gonna place yourself you could place yourself potentially into some serious situations. And I highly advise you not to do that. I highly advise you to take your time, because it's not a race. Take your time when it comes to the enlightenment of self. It's a lifetime lesson. It's a lifetime thing. Okay. It's not a five week course or 10 week. No, your life is always going to learn if you allow yourself to learn, right? So it's all great in the beginning because the trickster spirit makes you think that it is. When one that wants money, fast cars, the fast life, etc., they connect with these lower entities here. The trickster spirit makes you think that it is. So then when they can't deliver on what they promised them, they start to strip away things from their life. So things are being stripped away from their life. Their freedom, their mental health, their emotional health, their physical health, etc., their psychological health. Like everything is starting to be stripped away from them because they made a deal with a lower entity or energy here. So if that's the case, right? If you have so-called sold your soul to this lower energy, why isn't it affecting you in the way that it's affecting them? These are questions that should be, really be thought about, right? Because they said that you did it, right? And we're going to debunk that with sensical things here versus nonsensical, right? Why didn't it turn on you? If you so-called sold your soul like they said that you did, why didn't that lower entity or that lower vibrational energy turned on you? Next one. If you so-called sold your soul like they said that you did, why isn't your life in shambles? Again, pick sense out of nonsense. They attacked you because of your light, your bright light. A light doesn't hurt, it's just exposed. And it depends on the level of exposure. Again, some people can't handle that truth or that level of exposure. So they feel that you are attacking them with the light. And you really can't attack anyone with the light. The light is outside. I can step outside right now. The light won't attack me. If anything, the light is going to show me things that I wasn't able to see before, or show me things in a way that it opens up my perception to have other perceptions, if that makes sense. So that's the definition of selling your soul. You did not sell your soul, okay? When you're working or connecting with a lower vibrational energy here, they're going to do anything possible to get you to take things away from you. And they're going to give you the things that you want, but you better make sure, you're able to seal that contract. And in this instance here, they want energy or light. This lower vibrational energy. That's why they're in the dark. They want to be up in a higher position, but they need the light to be up in a higher position. So they're on the chopping block, not you. They attempted to put you on the chopping block because of your light. And they put it together and said that because of your light, you are the reason why they're going through what they're going through. That is completely wrong. It's BS and it's wrong. Completely wrong, because you're not suffering. Your life's not in shambles. The energy didn't turn on you. And it's not affecting you in the way that they so-called said it was supposed to affect you. So someone is lying here, and it's not you. The first card that came out was this here. A chain and ball that they did not want anyone to see. They weren't even aware that they were tied to a chain and ball because they hid, or they tried to cloak the moon, or cloak the energy of the moon from, number one, anyone being aware as to what they were doing, and from you being aware as to what they were doing. And it failed because you can't cloak the moon. You can't cloak someone's intuition. You can't cloak the darkness. You just can't. That's why we have dark and light. If we didn't have light, light would not be here right now. We'll be completely submerged in darkness. So you can't hide anything from the light, which is you, boo. Oh, man. Now they're going through things right now. They're yelling and they're screaming, they're crying, they're praying, they're trying to get out of the situation here. But yet again, they still feel like that you are attacking them. Step outside right now and see if the light going to attack you. I'll wait. I'll wait. If the light really attacks, I'll wait. But that's what they say. That's what they said you're doing towards them, which makes no sense. Goodness gracious. They're running out of time, or they have ran out of time. There's no time left for them to get it together, for them to pray about it, for them to reconnect with the soul. Once you sell your soul, it's pretty hard for you to get it back, because life just starts to just decline in many different aspects of way of self. And I highly advise you guys not to do that. If you want money, work hard. Take the steps. Take your time to ensure that you'll be successful in the correct way. Don't cut corners. Do not cut corners, because it's going to bite you in the end, or it could potentially bite you in the end. And then you're trying to figure out where your life went wrong. Take your time when it comes to the enlightenment of self. Again, it is not a race. It's a long time or a lifetime lesson. And the more that you're able to sit and nurture and be patient with the lifetime lessons that come to you, the better off you're going to be. People only say foolishness, or they spew nonsensical foolishness, because they don't even understand what they're doing or what they're getting themselves into. Again, they saw your light and they automatically assumed that you were doing something very nefarious or nefarious towards them, and you were not. You were not. A person of the light is not going to attempt to destroy someone that's in the dark. You don't have to do that. Your light speaks for itself. The main thing here, or the main topic here, is that they were triggered by your light, and they thought that you were doing something very foolish or undermining to have this light. You connected. Like I said, it's not... People make life much harder than they really need to be. Life don't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be. But some people would never understand it, because they have no light. You need the light to see. You need the light to comprehend. You need the light to understand. And if you don't have that light to guide you to understand while you're in the midst of darkness, you're going to be lost. So when someone is losing a one-sided battle, because that's what it is, this was nothing but a one-sided battle, that they're now realizing that you never did anything to this person. Now they want to blame you for why they're going through what they're going through. You have nothing to do with what they're going through. They do. They sat down and they shook hands, and they made a contract with a lower entity or energy that was pushing them profusely to do something harmful towards you. It would have never worked, or it hasn't worked, because you are protected by the light. You're protected by the light, and that could be spun in many different ways. The light shows you things. It gives you a heads up of things. It makes you become aware of things. How is the light destroying you? How? Again, you're dealing with individuals that are very nonsensical in their approach and the way that they think. They don't make sense. Oh, you sold your soul. How? And when you ask that $1 million question, how, they don't have an answer, because they don't understand what they're doing. And even so that they don't understand what they're doing, that don't have nothing to do with you, because at the end of it all, they the one that messed themselves up. They did. They're the one that messed themselves up. And they have to pay for that. Their life is in shambles because they just assumed that you were doing something very vile and evil, and you weren't. They want to know how did you get that light? How did you get that profound light? Where you get that from? Oh, they sold their soul. They did this. They did that. No, because if you did sell your soul, you wouldn't have any light. You wouldn't be able to see. You wouldn't be able to be guided toward, you know what I mean? You'll be completely submerged in darkness with no lights because of the quick 5 minute, 10 minute of fame or shame that that person wanted to collect. Fast money, fast cars, fast intimacy, fast substances, things of that nature. And you didn't do any of those things in regards to what they said. They just want to place blame onto someone so they don't take responsibility for what they've done. So when they made the deal with this lower entity here, the lower entity gave them what they wanted. Again, it's a trickster spirit. What trickster spirit do you know can live in the light? I'll wait. I'll wait. What trickster spirit that you can connect with that works with the light? None. None. There's a reason why it's a lower vibrational entity, a darker energy, because they don't have light. And they're using the same tricks that this person, a group of people, would thought that they can trick on you, and it failed. They got tricked by the trickster. They got tricked by the low entity that they made a deal with. Does that make sense? They made the deal because they wanted the fast life and the fast this and the fast that and the power and the control and da-da-da-da. They don't even have control of self. They don't even have control of their light. They don't have any light. Clearly, it shows. It really shows. This is a perfect example. The light stems from the heart. Because your heart is a portal that brings forth, it can bring forth many, many beautiful blessings. And that could be spun in many different ways. And they literally opened up their chest, opened up their shirt and said, here, you can take my light. And that's what they did. There's no light in this person's chest. Look, there's no light in this person's chest. It's all dark and barren. There's nothing in there. Even behind the person, you can see there's no abundance. There's no life. Look at the leaves. Even the leaves are changing colors. Everything's changing. There's no abundance that's happening within this person's life. That makes sense? They willingly open it up like, here, take it. And the entity took it. And now you mad because you don't have any energy, Carmen? So now that they don't have any energy, this is why they come together in huddles, because they don't have the energy that they need to beat you or to subdue you. So they come together in groves or groups of people that think like them, that also don't have any energy, that also want to cut corners. And they're trying to come together, to band together, to become a light bulb. And no matter how many people come together against you, they're still going to fail. It's not enough energy. It's not enough light for all of them to come together to do something towards you. You stand in your own solidarity by self, and you shining bright just like the sun. Again, they don't make sense. The Dollar Tree voodoo. They don't make sense. And when people don't make sense, they spew the most nonsensical thing ever. And you ain't, and yeah, and you be like, what are you talking about? Well, can you explain that? They can't. They self-destruct. When you ask the correct questions, when you direct them to answer the specific questions, they don't have an answer to it. Oh my goodness gracious. So that's why they feel you're doing something, because you're standing by yourself. Well, who's protecting you? Who are you connected with? Da, 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 da. The light. The divine, the energy of self, discernment of self, intuition, the GPS, the my goodness. So when they feel that they can't beat you and they bring these group of people together, everybody else is falling sick or falling ill or they can't beat you and and that they can't beat you because they don't have any energy. They don't have any light to them. They gave it away. They literally gave it away. There's no abundance in this picture. There's no fruit in this picture. You literally could see through his chest. There's nothing there. And they took a long time. They thought that they were on top, and they were on top. When they made a contract, when they agreed to connect and work with this lower entity here, the entity gave them what they wanted. The fast life, the money, the multiple people that they were intimate with. They gave them what they wanted. But when all was said and done, they had to pay up. They had no light to pay up. So this is where you come in and they're trying to snuff your light out, or they're trying to extinguish your light out, or they're trying to snuff your light out. And when they see that it's very hard to do, this is why they're saying that you were doing things that you weren't doing. This is why they're self-sabotaging themselves. This is why they're going through turmoil. Again, the correct question that you need to be asking these nonsensical individuals are, if that was the case, why isn't it affecting you? If you so-called connected to this lower entity here, why isn't it affecting you in a very harsh way? Why didn't this entity that you so-called summoned or worked with turn on you? Why isn't your life in shambles if you were supposedly sold your soul? Your life is on the up and up. If you want to be in the dark, be in the dark, but work through the darkness. Take the light that you have created, that you have generated, and move into the darkness and work on your shadows, because the more that you work within the darker parts or aspect of self within your shadows, the brighter your light becomes. It's literally dark versus light, literally. And they're trying to do everything possible to discredit you from the light that you worked so hard to generate or to create of self. So now they don't have a soul to pay because they don't have any energy. They want yours, but they're not taking yours because that's yours. Don't let nobody take anything from you. So now that they don't have the energy to be on the chopping block because they promised that you were going to be on the chopping block, absolutely not. They have to pay. What do you think they have to pay with? Don't make me do Jeopardy. What do you think that they have to pay with? Their life. The energy that they don't have. Well, if you don't have the energy for me, but yet you have the little bit of life left, they're going to take it. This is why they're paranoid. This is why they're not doing mentally well. This is why they can't see their way out of a wet paper bag. Because they paid, literally, they paid a price. And the price was their life. The dark life that they wanted to live. They wanted to cloak the moon. How do you cloak the moon? How? Tell me how, please. They attempt to, metaphorically, figuratively here, they attempted to put a cloak over the moon. You can't hide the moon, boo. We don't just live under the element or the energy of the moon. We live with the sun as well, too. It's a balance. It's a balance in all that you do. trying to cloak the moon so you can't see that they're tethered to their foolishness. And they don't want other people to see that they're tethered to their foolishness. But they see you in the light. You did something crazy for it. So they trying to push it on you. Again, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Guilt gonna always make someone tilt. And as I mentioned before, if someone is guilty, they're going to show you. They don't even have to say anything. They could zip it quietly, but their action and their personality will always show because of the guilt that making them tilt. Does that make sense? Again, they have no logic. None. You're dealing with nonsensical individuals that don't know their front from their back or their back from their front. They don't know anything about life clearly because life is light. Life makes you grow. Life versus survival. Are you living or are you surviving? And when you're surviving, you just got that little bit of light just flickering. And it just keeps flickering on and off. It's like you're going through a very tumultuous storm of self. And you're in survival mode. And you have to reserve the energy or the light that you have. But if you're living life, you're connected to that bigger body of energy. It's going to give you just that. And it's going to show. It truly is going to show. So again, you did not sell your soul, boo. Don't let nobody make you feel that you did. You did not. You did not. That's not something that you would do. Look, storm. And even though in the midst of the storm that you went through, you still had the light to guide you and to open up your path to see it in a different way. And you, after the storm comes the rainbow or the sun, however the saying goes. Despite you being in the storm, you still were able to get out because you always had the light. They're suffering big time. Big time. They don't even realize what they did to themselves. And it's going to show publicly. Oh, goodness gracious. The inner child of themselves is stuck. The inner child of themselves is stuck. And it's outlined in chalk. All they really have to do is step outside, and they can't even do that. They can't even step inside of the limited reality that they created for self. Even the shoes are outside of the chalk. And all they have to do is just walk over it, and they can't even do that. The inner child is very shameful. Look how the inner child is curled up. They want to be something that they can't be. An adult. They don't know what it takes to be an adult, clearly. And everything's in black and white. There's no gray lines. It's black and white. It is what it is. It's the truth. But they're afraid to see the truth as to what it is. That's why they're huddled or curled up within themselves, because they don't know what's going on and don't understand it. And that's not your job for you to teach or show them how to understand things. They chose to do this because they wanted to keep up with the Joneses. That's what they wanted to do. Okay. And like I always say, let people do what they need to do. Don't try to fight down someone. Oh, I can help you. Don't. Let people do what they need to do, because sometimes some people have to learn the harsh realities as to not to do a certain thing. And that is what's happening here. They try to cloak your intuition. Try to cloak your third eye. And the only way they could have done that is to make themselves, or the reason why they did that is to make themselves feel more powerful than you. Well, if they're so-called more powerful than you, why do they have to cloak your third eye? Why do they have to cloak your intuition? Why do they have to do it behind your back? If they're so powerful, if they're so in control of the narrative, why are they doing it in the dark? A lighthouse. Perfect example. Lighthouses, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me look it up. But I was going to say lighthouses were created to help the boats get to safety, or to help the boats know that they could be at a certain like say milestone in regards to their path or the trajectory of their path. But this light is not on. And that lighthouse is normally on at night to ensure that that boater, or that the person that's cruising the ship or driving the ship, is able to see. There's no light, despite it being a lighthouse. You cannot cut corners on your spiritual path. Whatever religious or background, if you do that over there, that's cool, because that's not my lane. My lane is spirituality. I know a lot of things about spirituality, okay? So I only can teach you what I know. You cannot cut corners when it comes to the enlightenment of self. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. To the point where you hurt yourself, now you want to damn spirituality. It's demonic, it's evil, it's dark. No, it's not. It's the enlightenment of self, the light of self, the discernment of self, the awareness of self. How can the awareness of self hurt you? How? How? And that's why they've been coming so hard. I like this. The Phoenix Empire says on TikTok, they don't want our inner lamp on. They don't want us connected to God, which is why they keep trying to put you in very, very dangerous situations. Oh, come to this party. Yeah, we got this good party getting ready to come on. Yeah, we got this and we got that. And then they open up and introduce you to lower level things to get you to start to chip away at your light. No, because if you're under the influence of something, in some cases, it depends on how it affects you, because it affects people in a different way. It can affect you in such a way, a negative way, that you might not ever be able to come back to the enlightenment of self. And that's their goal. That was their goal. Again, they need groups of people to come against you to extinguish your light. Groups and groups of people, family, friends, foe, co-workers, etc., etc. Because they always thought that they were better than you because of the 3D things that they so-called acquired. And I said so-called acquired. They acquired these things off of the backs of other people's light by snuffing other people's light out, by extinguishing other people's light out. You don't have any light, they're done with you. Well, you ain't got nothing else to give me, I'm out. You have to protect yourself. You're the most precious thing ever to be placed on this earth. You are one of the most precious commodities of earth, and you must protect yourself. I hope that makes sense. Because there's some people that will do anything possible to disconnect you from that bigger body of energy, and that's not fair to you, especially when you're doing the work. Despite your background, because as I mentioned, there's so many different walks of life that watch me. You have to protect yourself. You have to. And when they see or saw that you're not selling your soul, they try to use your light against you to make you think and second guess. Well, did I do that? Well, no, you did not. You didn't. Again, the light is there to show you things, to show you the way. When have you ever found a light to not be able to show you something of self? Because everything starts with self. Okay, thank you. Look at this depiction again. That's the only light that they have left. And they have two choices. They could add more wood to the fire to make the fire brighter, the fire of self brighter, or they could just watch it just wither away. And they don't even look like they have any other tools or resources to make this fire bigger. That's all they have left. Look around in the picture. Everything is cold and snowy. They can't sleep. Well, I mean, duh, you won't be able to sleep if you're giving away your energy. And there are many different ways that one can give away their energy. Let's talk about it. One is being intimate with another person, but you're not being aware that the person that you are intimate with has a very dark spirit or heavy spirit or a blighted spirit. Does that make sense? So because they have something that because you have something that they want, sleeping with you is one way that they can take and siphon from you. That's why they say be careful who you're intimate with. You can't open up your portal to everyone. You can't. You must preserve self because you are priceless. And someone or something that is priceless will do everything possible to preserve themselves. However that resonates for you. They literally hurled over in bed. Everything is dark. No energy, depleted. And blaming you because you don't want to deal with them. You don't want to entertain their foolishness. You don't want to give them the time of day. You don't want to uplift them. You don't want to help them out. That's, man. Look. Oh, goodness gracious. They're stuck in their own web. Their web of lies. The web of darkness that they can't get out of. It's judgment. And you are the one that can place judgment on others because of your light. Yes, you can. Better sit in your appointed position that was given to you. There's a reason why your life is the way that it is, because you can call judgment on some people or certain people or whoever, however it resonates for you. You can call judgment because you can see. You separate the real from the fake. And they don't like that. Oh, well. Get your light up, boo. Get your light up. Now look at him. All fingers pointing towards this individual, would just say a group of people, however it resonates. All fingers pointing to the person that initiated the foolishness towards you. Any darkness that you feel, stay out of the way. Do not muddy your light for the foolish darkness. Do not. No matter how they look or how they sound. Look on the spirit. What's on your spirit? I don't care how you look. I don't care what you have. What is on your spirit? Let me see that. Some people wear glasses so you can't see their eyes, because the eyes are a portal to the soul. And they don't want you gazing or looking into their eyes, because they're going to feel like you're going to make them out. And they don't want that. Let me see your eyes. Why you keep having on them glasses? Let me see your eyes. And they always come up with an excuse as to why they can't show you their eyes. What that heart do? Period. They're using what they have to get ahead, but they're cutting corners. If they're very attractive and they're wanting to cut corners, or they're wanting to make whatever they're trying to make, they're going to do everything possible to ensure that they get that thing. And they're the one that is literally devaluing themselves with the little bit of light that they have left, because they are being intimate with many different people. Everyone doesn't have light to them. Everyone is not of the, on the up and up. So when they lay down with one person, that person is siphoning from them. They're going to the next one. That person is taken from them, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And that's how addictions become a thing. That's how addictions become a thing. Man, what? They don't even know themselves. They're trying to put themselves together. They're trying to find the pieces to put themselves together, and they can't. But yet they see that you put yourself together, and they're trying to take the puzzle pieces away from you that you have set hours and hours and days and weeks and months and years that you have intricately put together. You know them huge puzzle boxes, and it'd be the most smallest miniature puzzle pieces, and it take you a very long time to put together. You, which is a masterpiece of art, which is you. So you trying to penalize me for me taking the time to put myself back together? Absolutely not, heifer. You just, no. No, it's just not gonna work. It ain't gonna work, heifer. It's just not gonna work. Okay? It's just not gonna work. It's just not. I'm staring at the masterpiece. I'm speaking specifically towards the divine collective. Specifically. You know who you are if you're doing the work. And you took the time to intricately put yourself together. And they trying everything possible to take your puzzle pieces away, the masterpiece of self away from you. And they want to put puzzle pieces that don't fit with them from you onto them. And then they're getting upset and angry as to why the puzzle pieces that they allegedly or wanting to take away from you doesn't fit into their craft or their so-called masterpiece. And we talking about grown people here, not little kids. We talking about grown people here that feel like that they can find the answer in the book. Maybe the book of self. The book of self is very important to read. And not everyone has access to the book of self. Again, they think life is a race. Look at the jockey. Actually, I would love to go to I want to go to a Kentucky Derby. I think that's just a cool thing to experience. I've never been to one, but I would love to. But anyway, that's besides the point. But it just makes sense. They think everything's a race. Everything's a race to get to the top. And when it comes to your life is not a race. That's why we live a very long span of a lifetime, 80, 90, 100 years, whatever, how many years. Your life is not a race. Oh, I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to do this. Okay, well, you shoot and you do what you need to do. I'm going to be back here because I'm not doing any of that. I really love these cards. I'm going to order more. I love them cards. Oh, man. It's just the message of concern and imprisonment of self. And you called judgment on them because that was the right thing for you to do. Your light called judgment on their darkness. This is why they're blaming you and saying that you sold your soul. And you didn't. You did not. Okay? They have no life to offer, no life to give. So they're going to blame it on the person that actually has the life and offer, or the life to offer and give, which is you. If you want to read, you're going to have to book a private read. But you could get a read. You're just going to have to book it privately. My website is Calendy, CALENDY.com/Afrozen. And I'll read you, boo. So now they confused with the R. They confused with an R. A liar that they are, and they're karmic because of the stuck energy that they put themselves in. They gave their energy away haphazardly by doing lower entity or lower vibrational things. Things that destroys the body, okay? Because I can't even say that word anymore because I keep getting a restriction. Drinking and other things, you know what I mean? And it put them in this, it put them in this position. A dark energy, and they're depressed. Well, yeah, you're going to be depressed if you don't have any light. You haven't noticed that when someone is depressed, they're in a state of darkness? You haven't noticed that? You see how everything comes together? You see how they don't make sense? You see how much they are very nonsensical? They're very nonsensical. They don't make sense. Could be a Taurus, however it resonates. It could be a Taurus that has anxiety with no good luck. Could be an Aquarius, however it resonates. They can only destroy your light if you give it away willy-nilly. If you're unaware that you have light. These are things that they can do to attempt to destroy you. Protect your light. You. Protect your light. Dangerous. They placed themselves in dangerous waters when they sold their soul. When they gave their energy away haphazardly, like we playing poker, because they think it's a game. And that's how they played their life, like a game. And in some instances, some people get 2 chances. Because when you play games, on the, you get 2 hearts. When you start an actual video game, you get 2 hearts. And it depends on what you decide to do with the 2 hearts that you get when you start the game. Are you going to take your time and strategize and use logic to ensure that you gain more heart in the game that you're playing? Or you just, oh yeah, I got 2 lives. And they decided the latter. They knew they had 2 lives and they destroyed it because they thought they were going to get more. From who? From you? Negative. And a message is coming. The message here is that you're going to see them publicly fall and publicly humiliated. That's the message. Because of the decisions that they decided to make. They did. Abundance is in reverse. Man, they trying to bully you for your abundance. How you gonna bully me for what I worked hard for? That ain't gonna work, boo. That ain't gonna work, Alpha. It's just not. We got mental illness here. That they don't want people to see that they have. How'd they get it? From playing with lower vibrational energies. They playing with it. And have no knowledge in regards to what they doing. Stay away from people like this. Because I'm going to keep saying that the price that you pay is with your life. Don't do that. Do not. Because we all don't know how things are going to end. So don't play with your life. Take your life very seriously. Very seriously. Some of them try to marry you to gain access to your energy, your light, your abundance, etc., etc. And when they were done with you, they left you to shrivel up when they thought that they had taken everything from you, and they did not. They tried to take you away from you, but they did not. They don't understand. They come off as very unintelligent. This is why they're at, oh, I got trust issues and I don't trust you. You don't trust someone of the light? You don't trust someone of the light, but you rather trust someone that's dark and dark spirited? Again, they don't, what now, collective? Say it with me. They don't make sense. They don't make sense. You have to have a belly to understand why people do what they do in a very negative way. You have to have the stomach to understand why they do the foolishness in regards to what they do. They cheated their way through life, and that's okay. That's what they decided to do. Fine. So now things are being repossessed. They're actual... They want to play, they abuse spirituality. They abused it. They did something that they had no knowledge of. They had no information in regards to what they were doing. And they didn't want you to be aware of it, or other people to be aware as to what they were doing. So the moment that it backfired on them, guess who they're trying to blame? The person with the lies. Oh no, it's them, and they did it, and that doesn't make sense. The light will not hurt you. Stand outside in the light and tell me if it's going to hurt you, please. Anybody, tell me. The light will not hurt you. It's going to open up your perception, the limited perception that you started off with. It's going to open up so you can see there are many different ways to do one thing. I'm telling you, life does not have to be hard, but people just make it harder than it needs to be. And so, saying that, stay away from individuals that think like that. Stay away from individuals that think life is too hard. Stay away from individuals that think like that, because the more that your light shine, the more they're going to try to snuff it from you. Stay away from individuals like that. It can't be sneaky because you see. You can see me, right? I have light. You can see me, right? If I were to come on later tonight and then put on any light, it's going to be harder for you to see me. They don't make sense. Now they have insomnia. Okay, well, what I got to do with you? Plotting on you in reverse. They cannot plot on you. And even with this information that I disseminated today towards you guys, they still not going to understand what I'm saying. They still not going to understand. What are they talking about? Because you got to be at a certain level of frequency to be able to understand what I'm saying towards you. And not everyone not going to understand what I'm saying. That's why they try to say hurtful or harmful things. Because they don't understand. Oh, that don't make sense. Yeah, because you don't understand, Heifer. I get it. But I don't care. Leo. A Leo supposedly plotting on you, child, please. Plotting on you to do what? You got a legal activity here. Someone that is jealous of you. This Leo could be jealous of you and trying to place you in their legal activities. That's when they bring in the bigger brigade of like the court system, judicial system, and law enforcement and things of that nature to get you stuck in something that you don't even deserve to be stuck in. They want you to be afraid of your life. Why would you be afraid of that? That don't make sense to me. You got light, but you afraid of it? What? Huh? No. They're afraid of you because that's what you have. Not the other way around. And you trigger their low self-esteem. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. Tell them get their light up then. They don't like you. They see your light. It's triggering them. It's blinding them. I'll even use the light in that way. When you're outside at the highest apex of the sun, 12 o'clock noon, that's the highest that the sun, it's in its highest position within the sun. And let's say it's a summer day and it's super hot. It may trigger you to be like, oh my God, dang, it's hot out here. Dang, let me get to some shade. Let me get to some cool here. That's how bright you shine, boo. You shine bright like the sun to the point that sometimes it can really bother people. Again, what they got to do with you? Tell them get their light up, boo. Get your light up. Yep, they're extremely triggered silently in the dark because they don't want you to know that they're triggered by your light. No one that's in the darkness is going to make me afraid because I'm just going to laugh. Y'all know I like me a good laugh, child. I love to laugh. So all these things that they're trying to do, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, whatever. What else you got? Now they're emotionally exhausted because you're not entertained by their foolishness. You see right through them, and they're afraid of you because you see right through them. You could be a high priest, high priestess, or however it resonates. But a high priest is one that is aware of what's going on. They know secrets of things that they should not know in regards to other people. I'll put it in that way. But they keep coming towards you. They keep poking and prodding in your light. Why would you not think I'm going to turn my light onto you so I can see what's up with you? Why you won't think I won't do that? Karma. Karma is what you make it. Karma could be of the light. Karma could be of the dark. It's what you make it. It's what you make it. Life is what you make it. It's not hard. And anyone that is making your life harder, stay away from them. They don't mean you any good, clearly. Legal matters. When you separated, when you took the light from them, they're in legal matters now. Good. Good. Well deserved. Thank you. Well deserved. Well deserved. They placed themselves where they wanted to be in legal matters. Shocking message is not really a shocking message, but it's shocking to them because you can see me? Wait, I'm not in the dark anymore? Wait, you know I did that? Wait, you know my name? Wait. You can pinpoint that back to me? Yes, heifer. Yes, heifer. One more time, say it with me. Yes, heifer. We can see you. We can see you. Praise in reverse. Baby. Just kidding. Now they stuck. They're stuck to the point where they're trying to go towards a psychic to get them out the darkness. No psychic can get them out the darkness. I could talk to you until I'm blue, orange, purple, green in the face. But it's up to you to decide what you're wanting to do with self. Very toxic. Child, please. I'm going to stop right there. So far, we're dealing with a Libra, a Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Libra. Okay? So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm going to keep this live up on Instagram. If you would like to book a private read with me, that information is in my bio. So definitely check it out. The link should be there. But if you're having trouble with booking, just reach out to me in my inbox. It's going to take some time. It's one of me and many of y'all. But I truly love you guys. Do not be afraid of your light. Okay? Do not. It just doesn't make sense. Don't be afraid of your light, boo. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, TikTok. Bye, Instagram. See y'all. Bye, you too. Love ya.